Good afternoon. Is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? It's business is happening. If every day, feels like it just ends and why it's the same day, you can't tell if it's Thursday, Wednesday. It used to be a hump day kind of thing. Used to drag on Monday. Now it's just we just zooming. We zooming through the week. Everybody, if you just tuned in, I'm Kevin Impeccable Peck, your host with the Afro Black Business Matters Expo, along with my beautiful wife.
Hello.
We getting along in the pandemic. Look at that. We streaming
Right.
together and everything. Dana Peck, and we are here to spotlight another incredible business that was at the Black Business Matters Expo on February 18th that had billionaire Robert Smith with a fireside chat with Afro's own CEO. Now, let me break it down for you. The Afro's been around for 128 years, so we thought it not robbery. If we can make it that long, when 90% of businesses fail in the first year or first couple of years, we should definitely be able to bring together some great minds, some that want to be in business, some that are in business and want to go to the next level. Man, it was so much great content for the expo that we made it so you can still go. Because, back in the day, if the expo came to the convention center, it was gone. That weekend, if you missed it, you missed it. But with technology now, you can go back and you can get a nugget. One nugget may change not only your life, but your business's life. So, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about making an impact.
Oh, yeah. Income over impact. What we talking about, y'all? We want to make an impact, make a difference. What's up, Byron? How you feeling, brother? Byron is our number one. He's our number one fan. I'm going to give it up. No matter who else comes on, Byron, you are still number one. Look, if we just popped up on your stream and on your thread, hit the share button because you definitely want to stick around. This is going to be a 10 to 15 minute spotlight. Share it with somebody. It may help and change somebody's life. They were a vendor at the Black Business Matters Expo.
And it's available to everyone until March 31st.
We're going to put that up there later. But let's get him. Let's get my man on. Goes by Q Ragsdale. How are you, sir?
I am fantastic. Nice to talk with you and be with you. Impeccable, Miss Dana.
Man, that orange, that used to be one of my favorite colors. I remember when I first had an orange polo. I thought I was everything in high school.
Yes, sir.
That orange, it just gets the vibrant pop of color.
Yeah, it's my favorite color. That's why I wore it today to be with y'all.
So the spotlight is on you.
Yeah,
sir.
So you're the director of acceleration and navigation for Impact Hub.
Yes, Impact Hub Baltimore.
Yes.
So, okay. So how many Impact Hubs are there?
So there are over 100 Impact Hubs globally. Impact Hub is a global network of co-working spaces. And they're all individually operated, but all a part of a global network. In Baltimore, it was founded from a series of social enterprise breakfasts. And it was co-founded to build community amongst visionary leaders. So leaders in business, nonprofit, and art and policy, philanthropy, education, activism. And in the olden days when we used to be together, this place would be popping every single day. There've been so many events that have happened here, from conferences and symposiums, skill shares, art exhibits. And even during the pandemic, we had a window, because we have windows that face North Avenue, and we had a photography exhibit, and we were all just standing outside and had a little band show up. So we're still trying to do a little bit of something as we work to navigate this new normal.
Absolutely. You made it seem like it was like back when we could see each other.
Right.
Hey, what's the virtual handshake, y'all? How are we doing business, but the impact is still making a bit. How are you guys? Why don't you tell us the core of your business? Like what problem does Impact Hub solve?
So Impact Hub Baltimore is a hub of social innovators who are building the civic wealth ecosystem in Baltimore. So they're like, okay, Q, what is all that? What is all that? So social innovation, first and foremost, is using business models to create social impact. So it's like using a business to address and work to solve a social challenge. So if you think of all the different myriad of social challenges that exist, people, whether it's a nonprofit or a for-profit enterprise, are people that are using business to address those problems. So if you think about someone who employs people who are re-entering society from after incarceration, who works to provide opportunities for them, or we have a local organization here in the hub called Do More Baltimore, and they use poetry as a means to help to educate youth and make different concepts in life, such as being engaged politically and civically, using poetry for some of that. So Impact Hub Baltimore is a co-working space, but we're so much more because we literally are a hub, from anything that you can think of that you might want to be connected to in the city. Someone here is doing that, or they're having a meeting about that here. And then you come here to work, of course, to co-work. We have offices and then co-working space, but what's most important are the collisions that happen and the meetings and the kind of serendipitous opportunities, like bumping into somebody. I've had so many different opportunities that have come my way just from just being here in the space. So we're so much more than a co-working space, but conceptually, if you think, okay, what is Impact Hub Baltimore? It is a brick and mortar place that you can come to and get a membership so that you can come and work. If you're that person that was like me, a consultant for many, many years, I would stay in coffee shops working, and that gets expensive, And so here you can come, you can throw your lunch in the refrigerator, in the olden days. And once we return, we have free coffee all day long. And, you're just here working in an environment with other people who are looking to create great things and help Baltimore be even greater of a city than it already is.
So you must share resources, and then there must be lots of collaboration going on. So I guess before, pre-pandemic, were you were doing joint efforts? Were the different, I guess, tenants, for lack of a better word, that are in Impact Hub or businesses, they would collaborate and do events maybe together? Or is that what you said? Was that what?
Yes, definitely, Ms. Dana. So you can be a member here. We have offices where people actually rent the offices. So whether you have an office or not, it's built around the membership model. And that membership gets you access to the space, of course, the different conference rooms and the meeting space. But our members are also able to host their own events here. And a lot of times we might co-host events. Before the pandemic happened, every third Thursday, we would have a kind of community vendor spotlight, like a community expo. And people would come and the businesses would set up here. I can just show you in this space right behind me. The businesses would set up right here, and so you could. I bought a children's book by a woman who makes Black children's books, and I've purchased jerk chicken sauce. I've purchased a T-shirt, like all that stuff. Like people,
so everybody's bumping into each other, doing.
Everybody's bumping in, yeah.
And y'all are keeping that dollar circulating inside the hub as much as possible, like. So if it's something you need, you go to the hub first and say, who does this? And then, can I service you? Is this is Impact Hub an African American owned?
So one of the three co-founders, one Rodney Foxworth, is African American. Our membership is it's about 60% Black, and about 80% women are non-binary business owners and nonprofit owners and founders. But we are the root, and one of our primary things as part of building civic wealth is working to address systemic racism. And so it's like, if you're doing something here at the hub, there is a shared mindset and awareness and set of principles that we work from. And part of those core beliefs are that we believe that Baltimore already has everything that it needs to solve all its problems right here in the city, with the people and the brilliant minds that reside here. And we believe that no problem can be solved alone. So, if this business is over here or this nonprofit's over here working in what we call silos, we believe there's more strength in collaboration, and that connection, access, and visibility are key to progress. And so we are always working to help put our members out there so that people can learn more about what they do and so that they get more exposure and more experience.
Are you looking for some particular businesses? Like, is there a void at Impact Hub? Do you recruit? What I'm talking about? Like, is there is there a directory, and then are you trying to decide that you need certain industries represented within the hub?
We don't actively recruit with any particular industry. We just want people who share our values and who want to be connected. We are part of an ecosystem. And so if you think of like how a forest operates and how the trees provide shade to all the little creatures, and then the bees fly around and pollinating, and you get the mushrooms that pop up, and everything's connected. And that's exactly how we are. So my social innovation is I support social entrepreneurs. I created a business accelerator program that the hub partnered with me on. And my history is I moved to Baltimore back in the end of 2015. The hub opened 2016, and I immediately became a member. And so I started out as a member, and just recently, in this past November, was asked to come on board as a team member. So they partnered with me to bring my business accelerator to offer that to the community. And so that business accelerator is one of the many programs that we offer. We would do skill shares where you could come and lunch, any member of the community, whether you're a member or not. And you might have someone teaching you how to write a grant. You might have someone teaching you about finances. The Baltimore Black Techies, they have a meetup group. They used to meet here every Thursday. And so many different groups will come and occupy and breathe life into this space. So it doesn't matter really who you are. You share our values. You want to do something great for Baltimore. This is a great place for you to come and be in community.
Man, it feels like the energy is fantastic there. It's like, I know people are sick of being home. If you just tuned in, we're going to call him Q because that's what he got up there on his name. He's over there. Now, I love the fact that you even throwing these old titles out the window. You are the director of navigation, right? And
yes.
Acceleration. You know what I'm saying? And you were earlier, I think you forgot the word. It was going to be the word of the day.
Serendipity.
Yeah. Serendipity. Right. If you spell that in the chat, you get something. But anyway, because that's anyhow, man, I love the whole feel of the Impact Hub. It feels cool. You know what I mean? It feels like a place, like if you got creativity and you got some good vibes flowing, that's the place that you want to be around people who are positive, because the negativity is just cancerous. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be around a bunch of negative.
Yeah.
I like to say nobody's talking about nothing.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that, Impeccable, because one of the strategies that I actually teach in the Business Accelerator is positive mindset. And in our team meetings, our hub team meetings, we even fold that in. So we always do personal check-ins every week before we start meeting. And we sometimes will also do a grounding exercise. So if you ever come to an event at the hub, especially one that I'm hosting, you're probably going to do some breathing exercises. We had a leadership retreat not too long ago. We had the ringing bowls, we had teas, we had like healing crystals. And so it's all about, you don't come into any work you do, it's just like one part of yourself. Like that's the old way of doing business. It's to compartmentalize. So they say, well, leave your personal stuff at home. Who does that? No, wherever you go, you take all of you with you. And so we want to nurture and uplift and empower the entire founder, the entire social innovator. And that starts with your positive mindset. And then that trickles down into how you treat your team members, how you treat the community members who come to support your business. Right. So it's so you were right on target there, man.
You get me pumped up. I don't get me started. Man, I got something called Mindset University. But anyway, that's right up my alley. Look, if you are in business, thinking about being in business, and you need a place to be outside of your bedroom or your hallway, wherever you've been in your living room over this last year, it's coming back where we're going to get a chance. We're going to beat this. This is not going to beat us, right? The pandemic, right. We're going to be back. We're going to get the vaccine, y'all. But it's not for you. It's for your brother or your sister. The vaccine's not for you. It's for your brother or your sister, because you can't see this invisible thing that's beating it. We need to get back together because, what'd you call it? The social
innovation.
Social innovations need to pop off.
But it seems like, especially now, you need this kind of holistic approach, because people are really suffering. Their business may be suffering, their physical health and their mental health is suffering. So you really need this holistic approach to really move forward, to make a difference, especially in business.
Absolutely.
And you can't do it alone. I think I saw that on the Impact Hub website. You don't want people to do it alone. You realize that there's what is it? I think it's like there's failure if you're trying to do it alone, and there's success when you're working together.
It's all about the collective.
Right. Yes.
That's all
Yes,
about
ma'am.
it. Hey, Laura, we're talking to young dynamic brother Q Ragsdale from Impact Hub. He was a vendor at the Black Business Matters Expo. Can you put up that link? Guys, listen, we're going to put that in the post.
Fantastic event. If you missed it, I'm so sorry for you.
Tell us about your experience, because after 128 years, the Afros said, you know what, we have to do something during this pandemic, and we can't wait till the world opens up. Let's bring it. And everybody who shared, either as a vendor or as a speaker, they poured out, and you know what I mean. And they poured out on people who were looking for the information, and those who went looking for the information got it. So if you go right there to Easy Expo, who was our partner, he said he built that platform 7 years ago. It was like Noah's Ark for him before people were Zooming and everything. So we partnered with him. Go to Afro Expo Center, and it's still free, y'all. You can hear all the good things that happen, and you can go by and visit the Impact Hub's virtual booth. But tell us, just give us your experience as a young social innovator.
It was a really great experience. Some of the things that I love were the simultaneous tracks. So you had a track for emerging businesses, and then you had a track for more established businesses. And so I was kind of missing stuff because I kept going back and forth between the different YouTube streams. But it was really great. I attended one on a Black Speakers Network that was really awesome. And this brother was giving lots of tips about how to get into the speaking industry. And I really enjoyed the financial workshops. There was a sister there who presented from M&T Bank and was presenting on just various concepts and things that you need to know as a business owner. And so I really appreciated there was something for everybody. And I even saw somebody that I knew. I came in on the middle of that one, but I saw somebody. I was like, "Oh, I know her," and so it was just really cool. And what I will say in this era of virtual events, the production value was really, really great. I loved how you were in a workshop, and then once that one was over, it seamlessly transitioned into the next one. And so it was really, really engaging. I didn't get as much work done that day, but I think it was a great cause because I was.
Just imagine that you binged it. You know what I mean? You binged business.
I did.
I mean, sometimes you got to do it.
Yeah, it's some good binging.
But you mentioned, like, sometimes, like other people, they might have come in late. So that's why we're keeping it up till March 31st. So you can go back and catch everything you missed, take some notes. So we encourage everyone to go and visit the vendors, because a lot of them have some special promotions for you too. So I encourage you to do so at easyexpo.net/Afro Expo Center. And you just have to register. It's a quick registration. Go into the exhibit hall and you can see the vendors. And then you go in the auditorium and all the sessions are right there for you. And it's all separated. So you don't have to watch the whole thing. It's separated out. One of the ones that we really enjoyed was by Dr. Leland Jones. And that was some wellness, mental health wellness tips for entrepreneurs. So I encourage you to check that out once you go back on that platform.
Yeah, I missed that one, so I'm definitely gonna check that one out. That's right up my alley as well. Such an important.
We're talking about the whole body, mind, and soul, and getting the whole person brings their whole self, But some people they bring their representative to work. They're really angry though. They just mean, they're not speaking to nobody. It's like, come on, but it's something else. It's not really. So if they snapping at you, it's not always you. But sometimes it is you. But let's just keep it 100. But look, man, it's a different way of doing business these days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
definitely,
the Impact Hub is creating a whole new. Is it an ecosystem? Is it a new social innovation? It's a new navigation. It's
environment.
It's a whole new swag.
It's where everything is going towards the way the world is moving towards globalization, and the way everything is connected. And so the work that we do primarily is all around solving different social challenges. And those social challenges, if there are any public health professionals out there, they're all related to the social determinants of health and the disparities within those determinants. And so those are things like housing and education and community and enterprise. And we have people here who have founded and are running and leading nonprofits and businesses and activists and art organizations that address those challenges. And so, and you don't have to be running a social innovation. We have people who are just, straight up, small business owners. So you're welcome as well. But I have a sneaky suspicion that if you come here, you're going to find some way to infuse some impact into the work that you're doing.
Boom. It's not just a regular workplace, you guys. You want to get some impact and infuse some impact when you come here. It's a lot of co-working spaces out there, maybe. You know what I mean? We don't know how they're all making it through the pandemic. You know what I mean? What's happening with all of them, with everybody working from home. But Impact Hub is alive. We just heard the heels walking, so it was a businesswoman walking down, you know what I mean? So it's real, it's alive. It's not as vibrant as it used to be totally with the people, but it's coming back. I believe that it's going to come back, and it's going to be that atmosphere that you're definitely looking for. So drop one success nugget on us, Q, before you get off, and tell everybody. I think we put your website up where you can find it if you're looking to get out your house. You get an address too, right? You get a mailing address, right?
Oh yes. And you come here. So my business is actually the hub is the business address for my business. We have mailboxes, and so we have people really doing great things here. And right. So
you want to know where you don't want everybody knowing where you live. You know what I mean? You want to put your business address down. You need to just come on to the Impact Hub, and then. Right. Good afternoon, Jewel. That's one of our. She's one of our jewelers. We have two jewelry stores at the Afro. She always treasure. Yes, one of our. Anyway, so give us a success nugget before you get off, Q, and then we'll keep in touch.
Sure.
Follow you along on your journey, sir.
Okay, you can reach us at baltimore.impacthub.net, and you can drop by. You hear some voices over there, so we're open for business, and we are definitely observing all safety protocols. I am far away from those voices, so that's why I do not have my mask on.
He came on with the mask backstage.
I did.
He almost fainted. He was like, "Man, you gotta get that mask off for you fainting there."
And we're located at 10 East North Avenue, right in between St. Paul and Charles Street. So let me see
and that's in Baltimore, Maryland, y'all, because
yes,
we have Impact Hubs everywhere, and people are watching all over the country. So, this is Baltimore, Impact Hub Baltimore, right?
Yeah. And if you go to our website, you can find a link to our global network. So if you're not fortunate enough to be in the wonderful city of Baltimore, hopefully there is an Impact Hub near you. And so let's see, my success nugget. There's any success nugget that I want to share?
Anything that's on your heart to share.
It would be, especially for our Black-owned businesses, to really look and make yourself aware of where technology is headed and have a strategy for being prepared for the next realm of technology. So this pandemic, many people think it might have been a change agent, but this pandemic was actually an accelerant. So all the things that were going to happen 10 years from last March happened within this past year. Remote school, everyone having mostly everyone having the opportunity to work remotely. Advances in technology. Never before has a vaccine been created in this short amount of time. And so there are emerging technologies, and I'm an aspiring futurist as well. I'm a huge Trekkie. My girlfriend jokes that the title that you said of my job, Miss Dana, she says I'm a starship captain because I'm the director of acceleration and navigation. And I also work at the intersection of technology and social innovation, and just really wanting our communities to not be left behind in the technology. And so there are some emerging technologies that if it's in your realm, you should be aware of. Biotech, robotic tech, quantum tech, and neurotech. And I'm really looking and working in some neurodesign right now. And I'm also getting my master's in health and social innovation. So look up future technologies. And I think that includes things like machine learning, artificial intelligence, the new thing that's happening right now, the NFTs, the non-fungible tokens, the blockchain. Like, find out what future technology would be right for your business and start learning it. If there's a young person, please engage them to start learning it. I'm also looking to work with AR and VR, as augmented reality, virtual reality. So find you a strategy for success for technology, because it's really, really important that our communities do not continue to be left behind. The pandemic exposed the huge digital divide that exists, where you got people having to go sit at Taco Bell to do schoolwork. So if you have a business, I just really, really, that's my nugget. Impeccable is find your strategy. And if Impact Hub is a great place to come. If you're like, Q, I don't know any of those technologies. Like, I don't know what that is. Well, come on down to Impact Hub. I'm sure there's somebody here that'd be willing to talk to you. And if we have enough critical mass of people who want to learn about it, we'll hold a workshop on it. And that's what we do. If the community wants to know something, we'll find who needs to, make that information available, and we'll have that workshop virtual and then here in the space once we reopen. So,
man, that's dope. You got on that starship and you were gone. And if they left you behind, all you truckies out there, right? He was serious. He was dead serious about getting your tech game up. My word is tech sexy. You got to stay tech sexy, y'all.
There you go. There you go.
You can borrow that anytime, Q. That's for you. Thank you, guys. Look, this has been the Vendor Spotlight. We got man, they're doing amazing things at the Impact Hub. And thank you for tuning into the Afro. Go to afro.com. Look, we need your support. Black businesses, listen, we don't run on air. As much as you like to think about it, we don't run on discount. As much as you like to think about, we want to add value for another 128 years. And we had to take our papers off the street, make them only go to people's house. And we had to move to a membership model, which now you can be a member. So for $40, you can be a member. Less than 2 Uber Eats, you can be connected and you can be supporting an institution that supported you for over 128 years. And if you want both, the digital edition and the legacy, which is, we still have a newspaper for some people who love to have the newspaper, it's there for you. So it's $40 or $100. Not a lot of money, but it does a lot. It launches careers. It helps our video editors, our bloggers, our reporters. It helps us keep the information. We're clear from Fox. They can't negotiate. They can't manipulate our editorial. They can't poison our community with any false news, fake news. You are going to get 100% African American news for and about us at the Afro. So until we meet again, it has been great. Everybody who hung out and popped in or shared it, we love y'all. If you're trying to get out of the house, go down to Impact Hub, because it's more than a co-working space. It is a family.
Right. It sounds like it's a catalyst for change. Thank you, Q.
It's sexy down there too, y'all. Y'all can spread out. You know what I mean? You can mask up. You can social distance. And, I heard that they were going to have the vaccine down there one day. So anyway.
Oh, no.
I'm spreading rumors.
rumors. We was lining up right now.
There you go. But anyway, thanks, Q. We're connected. You're always a friend at the Afro. And y'all go by the Black Business Matters Expo and just log in and see what you missed, if you missed it.
All right. Thank you so much, Impeccable. Thank you, Miss Dana. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
All right, we got Natasha, Jewel, Curtis, Sharonda, Laura, still hanging out, Felicia Porter, Byron. Felicia Porter is my good friend. I gotta give her a shout out. That is Councilwoman Felicia Porter, District 10 in Baltimore, recently elected, dynamic woman and a super close friend of mine. She gonna get on me for bragging on her, but that's the sister who you talk about innovation. She's doing political innovation, bringing public service to a new level. When the politicians mess up, they get on them, but when they do good, we need to highlight
them. Exactly. We need to highlight them.
Everybody have a fantastic day, and thank you again for tuning in to the Black Business Matters Expo Vendor Spotlight.